Hi everyone, so I'm back with another album review, and this evening I'm talking about one of my most favorite Stevie Nicks albums of all time, The Wild Heart. The Wild Heart was great. It was her second studio album, came out in 1983, and on this she's really very mystical sounding, very um mysterious and cool sounding. It's just a very cool album. So the first song on the album is Wild Heart. The album is called The Wild Heart. The title track is just called Wild Heart. So Wild Heart is great. She says something in my heart died last night. It's one more chip off an already broken heart. I think the heart broke long ago. That's when I needed you most. So very poetic in the song, and really all the songs are very poetic too. Very, very beautiful, very flowing. It's kind of a long song. It's like, it's just, it's one of the longer songs on the album, and it's a good song. A little tidbit of information is that Wilson Phillips sang this song in their audition when they were auditioning for their to get their name out there and get known. They sang The Wild Heart for the studio executive guy. So that is really cool. They chose Wild Heart to sing. That's cool. So Wilson Phillips got their start singing Wild Heart as well. So I like that little tidbit of information. Okay, so then there's If anyone falls in love, it will be one of us. She says in the song, if anyone falls in love, and she says, I am dealing with a man went away from me, stays deep inside my heart. And he says, if anyone falls in love, it will be one of us. Now, on this song, and really most of these songs, the background singers are real prominent. Her background singers, Lori Perry, who later made her brother Christopher, Lori Perry Nicks, and Sharon Solani are just gorgeous in this. I think she also had another background singer. I can't remember her name, but Lori Perry and Sharon Solani, gorgeous in all the songs on The Wild Heart. Really nice. So then there's Gate and Garden. There is a gate, it can be guarded. It has a garden, it is not heaven. So to the red rose grows the passion. So gorgeously passionate and very poetic lyrics in that. Just beautiful, really beautiful. Enchanted. Enchanted is really good. Now I think Enchanted is a really special song to see because she named her entire box set Enchanted that she came out with in the 90s that had a lot of her greatest hits on it. She named that Enchanted as well, and she kind of revisited some of the lyrics in Enchanted from one of her songs on Street Angels as well, Destiny. She revisited some of the lyrics for that, so that's very cool. So I think she's kind of feels a special attachment to that song Enchanted as well. Okay, so then there's Nightbird, tries the Nightbird, the ones who sing at night, the Nightbird. She says, my eye makeup dark and it's careless, same circles around my eyes. It's very mysterious and just totally mystical sounding. I love that Nightbird song as well. Stand back, stand back, stand back in the middle of my room. I did not hear from you. Very cool, very in your face. Just totally, just really assertive lyrics in that song. That's great. So she's talking about she said in a line in the song where she says, it's all right to be standing in a line. What she was talking about was a soup kitchen line. It's all right to be standing in a soup kitchen line. Um, and then later on she said, it's not all right to be standing in a soup kitchen line. She didn't say soup kitchen, but she said, it's not all right to be standing in a line, so she changed it up, and it was very cool. She did this a lot in concerts. She does this song a whole lot in her concerts throughout the years. She's really had that song as a staple as well, even in Fleetwood Mac concerts too. Okay, so then there's I Will Run to You. And I will run to you. This song is so flowing. It's so gorgeously flowing. It's very pretty, just so extremely pretty, and just a really gorgeous, just totally, really sweeps you up. And that song is gorgeous. Okay, so then there's Nothing Ever Changes. Nothing ever changes. No, it doesn't. She's saying nothing in the world ever changes. Nothing changes. So then there's Say Blonde Blonde. She says blonde on blonde, learn to be a stranger, blonde on blonde. In silence, he says Excalibur, say blonde blonde. You know, it's very, just, kind of, like Camelot reminds you of that song that evokes feelings of like Camelot in the song. Really nice. Okay, so then there's Beauty and the Beast. Now, this was before the Disney cartoon Beauty and the Beast. This was even before the show Beauty and the Beast, which came on TV. There was a TV show called Beauty and the Beast. This was even before that. So really all they had to go on was the old story tale. When people wrote songs and talked about Beauty and the Beast, that's all they really had to go on. So she wrote this beautiful song, Beauty and the Beast, another really long song on the album. Longer than most of the songs. I think it's the longest song on the whole album. And it's just gorgeous, really beautiful. It's about the differences in this couple. He's one way and she's another way, but somehow they fell in love, and it's really just gorgeous. So then it says on this there's a song called Insider, which wasn't on the actual album, but I have it on. It must be like a deluxe version that I have. Insider was Tom Petty, which was on Tom Petty's Hard Promises album. So she did a duet with Tom Petty around this time called Insider, and that's really nice. She's talking about like you're an insider, you put it all on the wire, and you've had to live with some hard promises. So he mentions the title of his album. You've had to live with some hard promises. You crawl through the fire. So it's talking about someone that has lived it, someone that's really lived struggle. Okay, so the album artwork is so nice. It's got a lot of like red violet lighting, like reddish purplish lighting all around her. She's wearing a black hood. There's three Stevie Nickses. One's standing, one's kind of looking off to the side, and one is sitting on the ground. And she's like in just an empty room, and it's very dark and shadowy. It says Stevie Nicks, the Wild Heart at the top, and pretty, like, real pretty cursive. It's just a very lovely album cover that really fits the songs as well. It fits the whole mystical kind of other like old world kind of feeling of the whole album. There was a lot of photo shoots in this album too that really fits the whole theme of what she was trying to convey in the album as well. This is a really fantastic album. I actually worn it out over the years. Absolutely, I have. And I love listening to The Wild Heart. It's really just, these songs are really a wonderful, wonderful collection of Stevie Nicks songs that just really take you off to another world. They're just so fantastical and beautiful like that. I love Stevie Nicks. All her music is just so gorgeous. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you stay tuned, because I do plan to do some more album reviews and possibly maybe some more music. I might do some more music, actual music, and but I will be definitely be doing some more album reviews. So stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye.